Bitcoin holders, welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well and hanging in there right now for Bitcoin. So yes, in today's video, I want to talk about Bitcoin, give you guys an update. What is exactly happening right now for Bitcoin? And there is, in fact, a fair few charts that I do want to show you guys. Okay, in fact, there is one specific chart that I really want to show you guys today. Okay, and you guys can read by the title. Apparently, it is possible. Okay, and as much as I am bullish on Bitcoin, as you guys know, I am very, very bullish on Bitcoin, right? I'm pretty much all in on Bitcoin. Is it actually possible? Can we see Bitcoin reaching $20 million per coin by the year 2035? Is that actually possible? Well, let's talk about that, right? Towards the end of this video, because there is, in fact, a chart showing us, indicating that there is potential. Apparently, there is potential that by the year 2035, okay, we can see Bitcoin reaching $20 million per coin. Okay, now I'm not saying, guys, okay, we won't see Bitcoin reaching $20 million ever, right? It's eventually going to be happening. As I've been telling guys many times, Bitcoin is going to be a digital asset that's going to be worth not just $1 million. That's going to easily happen. But, Bitcoin will eventually be reaching $3 million, $5 million, $10 million, 15, 20, and so on, right? It's going to be happening. Okay, whether you like it or not, whether you're ready or not, we're going to be, seeing Bitcoin, long term down in the future, reaching millions of dollars per coin one day. So the thing is here, can we actually see Bitcoin reaching $20 million by the year 2035? That's less than, 20 years from now, pretty much, right? So is that actually possible? That's pretty much in the next 10 years. I don't know about that. Okay, I do not know about that. I don't know if Bitcoin can actually reach $20 million that soon. Okay, in that short amount of time. So we'll have to see. Okay, well, let's talk about it, guys. Okay, so before we talk more about that, of course, I want to give you guys an update with Bitcoin today. So Bitcoin right now, $118,000. Man, the Bitcoin price has not been moving. Okay, the price has not been moving. You guys can clearly see it's pretty much consolidating, right? Yesterday, we saw it at about 117, so it's slightly gone back up today, back at 118, right? So a bit more better than where it was yesterday, but overall, Bitcoin is still holding very, very strong at this level. Okay, we haven't seen Bitcoin reclaiming 120. Okay, and it seems like for the past few weeks, every single time we see Bitcoin reaching back up to 120, it just goes back down, right? You guys clearly see that. So we haven't seen a breakout from 120, okay, but soon enough we will. But yeah, Bitcoin today, it's still consolidating. Ethereum is actually looking pretty good. Ethereum is back at almost at one point it was back at $3,800, okay, earlier, right, just a couple of minutes ago. So that's always nice to see for Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum is looking much better than Bitcoin, right? Past 24 hours, altcoins are some of them are moving, like HBAR is up 10% today, right? AVAX is up almost 4%. So a fair few alts are moving today. Okay, Pepe, right, it's not really moving. Crow, right, whatever this altcoin is, right, CRO is up 6%. But yeah, Casper's up 1%. Fair few alts today are moving, but we're not seeing huge moves overall for the crypto market today, right? Overall, the market is slightly up 0.89%. But yeah, the Bitcoin dominance, as I've been talking about many times, okay, we have to see the Bitcoin dominance dropping massively for alt season to happen. Every single time, guys, okay, we see the Bitcoin dominance dropping, that's pretty much when alt season does start. And you guys can see, we did actually see the Bitcoin dominance rising. Okay, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, it was going back up a little bit, went up to 62.5%, and now it's dropping back down. Now it's below, once again, now it's below 62%. So the Bitcoin dominance right now is dropping, which is nice to see. This is exactly what we want to see for alt season to happen. And as I told you guys, we have to see the Bitcoin dominance dropping, because that is pretty much when alt season will start, right? You guys can see that right over here in 2017 and 2021, when we saw the Bitcoin dominance dropping massively, and that's when alt season did occur, right? It did start. So that's exactly what we have to see right now. Okay, we have to see a massive drop down to the downside for alt season to really begin, guys. Okay, and yes, okay, the Bitcoin dominance did break down, and yeah, the real alt season will eventually happen, guys. Okay, we're gonna see a lot of large caps and of course low caps skyrocketing like crazy, and of course Ethereum is going to be leading the way, right? Because Ethereum is the king of altcoins, right? It's the biggest, it's the largest altcoin out there, right behind Bitcoin, right? So Ethereum's going to really move. So speaking about Ethereum, look at this chart, guys, right? Ethereum, okay, is looking very similar to what Bitcoin did, okay, and it seems like soon enough we're gonna see Ethereum, okay, having a breakout, right? It's the same setup, okay. You guys clearly see that what Bitcoin did, okay, it broke out, right? And that's exactly what Ethereum's gonna be doing, okay. So what Bitcoin did, in the last bull market back in 2020 to 2021, as clearly see we saw a beautiful breakout, beautiful run up, okay, for Bitcoin, okay, amazing setup, and Ethereum is looking like it's going to do the exact same thing where it is right now. So as I told you guys, right, we're going to see Ethereum move. Keep your eyes on Ethereum, because I truly do believe soon enough it's going to be reaching new all-time highs finally, right? I mean, we've seen Bitcoin reaching new highs, we haven't really seen Ethereum moving as much, right? But soon enough, Ethereum is going to be outperforming Bitcoin. And some days, for the past few days ago, right, a few weeks ago, we have actually seen Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin, and that's a clear sign that soon enough alt season is going to be starting, guys. So be prepared for that. But yeah, Ethereum's going to be having a beautiful breakout, just like what Bitcoin did back in our last bull market back in 2020 to 2021. So be ready, guys. Keep your eyes on Ethereum, because it's going to really move. Now let's talk about Bitcoin now. Okay, so Bitcoin is just starting to gain its momentum. Okay, so I've been talking about the banana zone for a while now. Okay, so understand, guys, when Bitcoin is in this zone, right, this banana zone, it goes parabolic pretty much, right? And you guys need to understand, soon enough we're going to see Bitcoin going much higher. Okay, as I've been reminding you guys many times, soon enough, okay, we're gonna see Bitcoin going parabolic. We're gonna see more gold candles, okay, and it's just gonna go crazy. In the past, back in 2012, 2013, 2017 to 2021, we have seen Bitcoin in the banana zone, okay. And when Bitcoin is in this zone, you have to clearly see it just goes parabolic, and this is exactly where we are right now for Bitcoin, right? You have to clearly see that. So understand, it's about to go crazy, okay. Bitcoin is about to shoot up, it's about to go parabolic. We're gonna see beautiful gold candles forming for Bitcoin, so get ready, guys. Okay, so 150 is coming, 180 to $200,000 and beyond, it is coming, guys. So Bitcoin holders, be prepared for that, okay. The momentum is coming for Bitcoin, so be prepared, okay. So get ready. But yeah, you guys clearly see top is not in yet for Bitcoin, as I've been telling you guys many times. I truly do believe Bitcoin reaching 200k and beyond is very possible, okay. You guys clearly see it's going to be the biggest retest of all time, okay. So it's going to be a beautiful run up. Obviously, we're not going to see Bitcoin shooting up straight in line. We're going to see some corrections along the way, right? But you guys need to understand, okay, it's going to be a beautiful run up, okay. This option that Bitcoin has been forming ever since early of 2023, literally the beginning of 2023 to where we are right now, this beautiful option will continue, okay. It's going to be going much higher, so be prepared for that, okay. Now look at this, guys, very interesting. Only 0.20% of the global population can own one Bitcoin each, okay. Now if you guys have been watching my videos for pretty much ever since I started my channel back in early of 2022, man, I've been telling you guys to accumulate at least a full Bitcoin. It's going to be extremely rare to own a full Bitcoin, guys. Seeing someone owning a full Bitcoin down in the future is going to be extremely rare. Today, okay, in 2025, yeah, it is sort of rare seeing someone owning a full Bitcoin. Obviously, not a lot of people out there right now, okay, owns a full Bitcoin. If you're watching this video right now and you own a full Bitcoin, congratulations. Okay, congratulations. Okay, because it is extremely rare right now to pretty much own a full Bitcoin. It really, really is. But down in the future, guys, it's going to be even more rare, extremely rare to see someone owning a full Bitcoin, because as I told you guys many times, right, in the next 5, 8, 10 years from now, we're going to see Bitcoin over $1 million per coin. Okay, that's what you guys need to understand, right? So yeah, it's crazy. Only, 0.20% of the global population can own a full Bitcoin. Just think about that, guys. That's how rare it is to, own a full Bitcoin. Okay, so if you guys are watching this video right now and you haven't got to a full Bitcoin, get to a full Bitcoin as soon as you possibly can, pretty much, right? Because soon enough, man, it's going to be extremely difficult to accumulate Satoshis, right? And amounts of Bitcoins to get to, a full Bitcoin, pretty much, right? Because the Bitcoin price is going to keep rising, right? Eventually, it's going to be going to 300K, 400K, 500K, right? To $1 million and beyond in the next, decade, next 10 years, guys. It's going to be happening. So get to a full Bitcoin. Okay, right now, right, Bitcoin, the price is just over $100,000. And trust me, buying some Bitcoin right now, okay, it's pretty much much easier right now to accumulate Satoshis rather than accumulating Satoshis when it's at, over 500K plus. It's going to be obviously so much more harder, right? But even if, when Bitcoin does reach 500K, 800K to $1 million, personally, I'm still going to buy Bitcoin. I'm pretty much going to be buying Bitcoin for a lifetime. Okay, I'm not going to stop, guys, right? So get to a full Bitcoin, one Bitcoin, guys. Okay, it's going to change your life. Now, I want to show you guys this clip, okay, because you guys need to understand, yes, Bitcoin, it is very, very volatile, okay, but you guys need to understand, okay, Bitcoin has been in a bull market for 15 years. Okay, it's been going up, guys. Okay, yes, short term, Bitcoin does go down. Okay, but you guys understand, when Bitcoin does go down, it always rises back up. In fact, when it rises back up, it always tends to reach a new all-time high, right? You guys clearly see that every single time. Okay, so understand, yes, we enter, okay, different cycles, a bull cycle and a bear cycle. But every single time, guys, okay, we enter a bear cycle, yes, it goes down. Okay, and it's scary, I get that, but you guys need to understand, when we enter the bull cycle, right, we always tend to see Bitcoin reaching, okay, a new all-time high. It recovers and it always tends to reach a new all-time high, right? So look at this right over here, okay, right over here, right now. Y'all can clearly see in 2022, right, that's when Bitcoin was dropping. That's when we were in fact in a bear cycle, right? Y'all can clearly see that. I don't know if you guys did experience the 2022 bear market, but I did, and it was tough. Let me tell you guys that right now, it was very, very scary, but that would have been the best year to buy Bitcoin, because that's when Bitcoin was dropping a lot, and that's when Bitcoin was below 20K at one point. It was at like below $16,000. It was at like at 15K. And I remember when I saw Bitcoin at $15,000, and there's proof, I went all in. I chucked like almost $20,000 into Bitcoin at that time. And I'm glad I did, right? Because I pretty much caught the bottom. I wasn't timing the market. I was just simply dollar cost averaging, but I knew at that time when I saw Bitcoin below 16K, when it was below 20K, I was buying a lot of it, okay? But yeah, you guys can clearly see in 2022 when it dropped. And then right now, you guys can clearly see it's been going up. 2023, this is when it started to rise. And 2024, and then reached a new all-time high. And this is where we are right now, okay? So you guys can clearly see Bitcoin always tends to reach a new high. It always recovers no matter what. So that's why, guys, Bitcoin has been in a bull market for 15 years. It's just been going up, right? Just look at this chart, right? It's that simple, guys. And this is why you should never sell your Bitcoins, and you should always just hold your Bitcoins no matter what happens. Even though, yes, we enter different cycles, it's that saying, right, for your cycle. So next year, 2026, we're going to be entering a bear market, and that's when your Bitcoin's going to be dropping back down to the downside. Personally, guys, I'm not selling. I know how this works, right? I've been through many cycles, and yeah, you know, I'm just going to continue to DCA into Bitcoin. I know where it's heading long term, right? And yeah, just going to be buying a lot, okay? And most importantly, holding my Bitcoins. Okay, I'm not selling any of my Bitcoins anytime soon, guys, right? But yeah, this is the chart that I really wanted to show you guys. Bitcoin is on track to reach $20 million by the year 2035. So that's pretty much in the next 10 years from now, the next decade, right? It's actually possible. Okay, because like I said, guys, at the beginning of this video, I don't actually know if Bitcoin has the potential to reach $20 million per coin in the next 10 years. Honestly, don't. Okay, and you guys know I am very, very bullish on Bitcoin, but I just don't think we're gonna see Bitcoin reaching $20 million by 2035, like that soon, in that short time period, right? In the next 10 years. Okay, but I do see, right, in the next 10 years, by the year 2035, Bitcoin's gonna be over $1 million to even like $2 million, $3 million, not $20 million. Like $20 million, I think that's gonna happen in like the year, I don't know, like 2045 or 2050, somewhere around there. That's just my prediction. I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin reaching $20 million by 2035, in the next 10 years. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. Pretty interesting chart, right? You guys can clearly see that. Pretty interesting. Okay, Bitcoin reaching, over 400K, $1.6 million, which I think will happen, in less than 10 years time, right? To $8 million and then 20 million to $44 million, guys, which is gonna be crazy. But yeah, this is where Bitcoin is heading, guys. Okay, so very, very interesting chart. Okay, very interesting chart. I like this chart. It is clean, right? And I do believe $20 million Bitcoin will be happening 100%, but not that soon, not in 2035. Later on, for sure. Okay, but you guys let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on this? I'd love to know. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for watching today's video. Give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe to the channel. That is always much, much appreciated. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.